Boss, how you doing? How you doing this morning?
Good. I'm good.
And you are good.
Yeah.
You know, Bank of Africa. This morning. You see, that's why I like their tag. Always close, and their partners and their proper partners. But this morning we have a wonderful breakfast from Bank of Africa.
The tagline says, "As strong as a group,
Strong as a
and
group.
as close
As a partner.
So today they've
Enjoyment.
come so close.
Oh, too close. I
All
can
right.
feel them, eh?
Portia,
Yeah,
what
well,
brings you
What
here?
brings you here, boss?
Oh, I mean, Bank of Africa Ghana has maintained a good partnership with multimedia, and especially being sponsors on the SMS show, especially the chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Or should I say chaotic?
Chaotic. Yo!
Session of
Portia,
the
you're in the
show.
spirit. What?
So why not? It's been a tough week.
Yes.
Discussions here and there. So why not just give you some breakfast for the morning and get some energy to go through the week? So, yeah.
Imagine you're banking with Bank of Africa. Just imagine. On a Friday, they'll give you all of this and more. Oh,
And
Portia.
more.
This is on point.
Oh, 2 1 points.
Because Fridays are the best days.
Oh, come on. Come on.
So from us to Bank of Africa, we're extremely grateful. Thank you for your presence.
That's right.
And
Making
what
us
you-
feel this partnership. Now we are feeling it in the veins.
Now
Maybe
we are close.
Even more.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
May God bless you.
Amen.
And we say a chaotic shout.
No, there has to be a
all-
serious chaotic shout. So right now, I'm sure we have all our friends listening inside right now.
Loud.
Various branches of Bank of Africa.
Yeah.
Please, you have to go with us if you're already in that building. I can hear you.
you,
Ladies and gentlemen,
you.
it's a
It's a chaos.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Mama V, the breakfast is looking good. Can I end sports now? You can read the script. Move on, have the script for Mama V. I want to go out there and begin this breakfast and not waste too much time. I'm going with Bank of Africa. Or I should stay. Let me go.
We have to go together.
So when we are done,
We have to go together.
Portia, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you for
fully
having
loaded
us as well.
because we're generous. After 10, if you
Yes.
happen to be driving around down the lane,
We'll give
you
you
can stop
something.
by and
We'll
we'll
give you
share.
something, yes.
So thank you, Portia.
Thank you so much for having
Send
Thank you,
our
Bank of
love to the
Africa.
team.
Yes, right.
Thank you so much for
Definitely.
this
That's right.
partnership.
Oh, this is good.
All
This
right
is nice.
then. Thank
Portia.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
Portia.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are we left with now?
Where are you taking it to?
I'm alright, please. If you are watching on Facebook, I'm just holding my.
Don't be selfish.
Okay, so where are we? Even when the morning show, I'm wondering where we are on the morning show.
Portia, you've got a chaotic shout.
Oh yeah. Portia, no. Portia's chaotic shout is one. The breakfast is in. Aaron, no matter how good your pictures are, you are still not part of it. Anyway, it's looking good, Aaron. It's looking good. Nice one. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you very much, Portia.
George, is
So,
this your true self?
It's me. Let's continue. Is this what we are doing?
As for this one, I can't describe it on air. You have to watch on Facebook. Let's get into our chaotic shout.
So what do you have there?
It's a special birthday wishes to Mrs. Lena Oforie J
Okay.
of Temagov City. May the good Lord continue to bless you. And it's from Kwame Jr. Akusia, your brothers and sisters. They say, enjoy the big day, sis.
Right.
I've got another one. It's a happy birthday in advance to our wonderful and lovely twins, Kakra Oredu Danso and
Right.
K Danso of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana Kaneshi congregation. Is from your siblings, Mr. Bright Odame Danso, Lily Ama Afaribia Danso, and Honorable Thomas Ampim Nyako, MP for Esu Jaman.
That's right. That's right. Can we fly into it now? We have to fly. Oh.
It's in Natalia Kwanzaa's birthday. Western Regional Correspondent.
Oh, yes.
Ina,
Natalia. I don't know why Raymond.
As for today,
Yeah,
George, what are you
I
doing?
don't know why Raymond.
You see,
But you're checking one already.
one of the biggest problems in this country
What is the problem?
Editija. One of the biggest problems. It has caused massive downfall of political parties. It has caused destruction in people.
Okay,
It has
okay.
caused war in families.
Destroy
Raymond,
families.
Yes.
Raymond, this political
surprised.
analysis that you're
Over a
doing,
small
like,
breakfast.
like you're doing upfronts.
I beg
It's just
your-
breakfast.
I beg your
Okay,
breakfast is ready.
before you get into the sports center,
Yes, breakfast
this
is ready.
week we
Yeah.
celebrated my godmother, the godmother of my boys,
Oh, okay.
Dr. Juliana Apia. She turned 50 this year.
Oh, wow.
And there's a big birthday. If you know the base, then you're invited.
Okay, we are going.
So, Dr. Julian Appiah of Lesiad.
Yes.
Still in the birthday celebration.
We got to do this.
Yeah, man.
Let's get into it. There's no Edidija. You are fine, Raymond. Let's get into the Joy Sports Center. Proudly brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
DSTV.
It's your moment.
And Peugeot. Powerful attraction and excitement.
Let's go.
At Total Energies, we continuously innovate. That is why we have redesigned our lubricant bottle into a modern and premium pack. The new Total Energies lubricant bottle is user-friendly with big side handle, which makes it easy to carry and pour. The cap is redesigned to avoid leaks and splashes when pouring, hence less oil loss. The new label, inspired by a car dashboard, has a QR code and displays product, marketing, and technical information for easier selection of the right product. This is performance at first sight. Same superior quality oil in a modern and premium bottle. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. Listen, it's the joy of knowing that I can just vibe with my family and friends non-stop on Sundays. Yes, Sundays are that special. Only on MTN from Sunday, 7th August 2022. You can only access Sunday Special on star 550 hash. With as low as 52 pesos, enjoy endless conversations with non-stop talking and texting on all networks. Just dial star 550 hash only on MTN this Sunday and make it extra special. Terms and conditions apply. And do you want a bank that helps you achieve your wealth priorities? At Standard Chartered, your priorities get their priority. They know you want to grow and protect your wealth. They help you achieve this with expert advice, local and global opportunities. They know your heart lies in your children's well-being. They help them succeed with educational solutions. They also know that your health is your wealth. Their insurance plans provide cover against life's uncertainties while serving as an investment tool. They know that you want to build a legacy for your children. They do that with protection and investment. Let their team of experienced relationship managers and certified advisors support you with personalized solutions to meet your financial goals. Join Standard Chartered Priority Banking today. Call or send an SMS to 023 300 0650 or 020 222 0478. You can visit their website sc.com/gh/priority and learn more. Standard Chartered,
Here for good. Are we getting to the Joy Sports Center? Former Black Stars midfielder Jaman Bedu says Asamoah Gyan has no business thinking he can get crush Coach Otuado's 2022 World Cup squad. And Ghana's all-time goal scorer revealed in an interview with the BBC earlier this week that his new training regimen is aimed at grabbing a spot in the Black Stars final squad for Qatar 2022. Gyan last played for Ghana during the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations and managed 5 games in a competitive season during the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League season with Legon Cities. Ajiman Bedu, who played in 2 World Cups with Asamoah Gyan, sharply disagrees, but opines Gyan could be considered for the strikers coach role ahead of the World Cup. Listen.
What I can say about him is that when he is not 100% fit, he will not play. Yeah. That is a fact about Gyan. And he knows his body more than anyone. From my side, I don't think he can be ready for the World Cup.
You don't think Gyan would be ready?
No.
Have you seen him recently? They say he started training at Legon.
Yeah, by training alone and training with the club is different.
Yeah.
So this is the stage. He knows the stage more than me. Yeah. He has been there for 3 times. Yeah. He's been the captain 2014, so he knows the kind of stage it is. So training alone 2.5 months before a tournament like this, for my experience I have, when I have even an injury for 6 months and I came back, it took me like 3-4 months before I got better. Yeah. So I don't think he can be ready for the World Cup. What we can offer him, I think for him to be there to help with the striking side, if he can...
As a coach, as a striker's coach.
Yes, that would be perfect for me. That is what I think he can. But on the field to play, he can never be ready before the World Cup.
Ajiman Bedu speaking there to my colleague Fentio Tahiru Fentio. All right, now look, former Youth and Sports Minister Elvis Free Ankara says the decision to let Asamoah Gyan play at the World Cup in Qatar should be left to the technical team only.
It's entirely up to the coach. He has to assess his fitness, physical fitness, mental fitness, match fitness, because those are different levels. You have to be physically fit, your state of mind, and then match fitness has to do with maybe your track record, maybe watching you in real-time matches or training sessions to see if you're still sharp. So those are not decisions that I can just sit in my room and say, oh, yes or no. Those are decisions that those who are responsible have to do all the analysis and decide based on the facts and the evidence, and not on sentiments and emotions, because it's very easy to, oh, you shouldn't, but that is entirely up to the technical team. I haven't seen him play for a while. I don't know what team he belongs to now, and so I leave that to the discretion of those who are charged with the responsibility of
Former sports minister Elvis Free Anchor there. And talk of strikers, tomorrow this gem of a footballer joins us.
Joy Sports present Samuel Eto'o live in studio. The African football legend and Qatar 2022 ambassador will be hosted by Gary Al Smith on 99.7 Joy FM this Saturday, August 20th at 12:30 p.m. on the Joy Sports link. Samuel Eto'o live on Joy with Gary Al Smith. Don't miss this. This show is part of our build-up to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar.
And yes, right, you hit very well. Football legend Samuel Eto'o will be visiting our studios tomorrow as part of his multi-day tour of Ghana. He will be interviewed on the Joy Sports Link, hosted by Gary Al Smith. Eto'o, remember, is widely regarded as the greatest African player of all time. He arrived last night at the Kotoka International Airport in his capacity as the Qatar Legacy Ambassador to engage with the Football Federation, supporters, and the media.
Je n'ai pas une raison particulière pour venir à la maison.
I don't really need a reason to be back home.
Mais je suis venu avec nos frères du Qatar.
However, I came with our brothers from Qatar.
Pour que notre équipe nationale ait les meilleures informations possibles.
For our national teams to get the best possible information.
Pour qu'ils nous donnent le meilleur résultat et pourquoi pas gagner cette Coupe du Monde.
So that they give us the best result, and why not win the World Cup for us?
Les attentes, je n'en ai pas parce que je suis à la maison, je suis heureux d'être là.
Well, I don't have any expectation because I'm home, so I'm happy to be.
Okay, it will be good to have Samuel Eto'o back home, and he's here on the Joy Sports Link tomorrow. You want to look out for that. Let's do boxing right now, because on Saturday night on the coast of Saudi Arabia's Red Sea, Anthony Joshua is in a fight which will determine his path or the path his career takes next.
It was a fabulous performance from Alexander Usyk. And Anthony Joshua loses his heavyweight titles. But he'll be back. Look at this finish. Joshua could be in trouble here.
Yes, Joshua faces Alexander Usyk in his bid to recapture the WBO, WBA, Super and IBF heavyweight titles he lost to the Ukrainian in London last September. Should Joshua win, he will rightly reap the benefits, silencing the doubters, proving his credentials as an elite heavyweight and setting up a potential all-British super fight with Tyson Fury. Joshua says he's put in the hard work and it's just one outcome.
Must win. Nah, I like the pressure. It's been tough. Robert Garcia, Angel Fernandez, and like existing members of my previous team as well have definitely pushed me, challenged me. But mostly just get the job done. Instinct, stay focused, get the job done, and God willing, we're victorious. It's competition, right? So you set a goal. I got goals that I want to achieve in the ring on the night, and I'm going to be disciplined enough and follow them through. So yeah, that's like competition with myself. And as you mentioned about the belts, they mean something, but that's all at the end of the target. So it's not like I'm skipping the process. So I'm focused on the process.
We can now hear from the WBO, WBA, IBF heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk.
It's true. We learned each other in the first fight. He learned me, I learned him. But I don't think it's going to be the new boat. It's going to be the last boat will be continued for the round 13, 14, 15, or whatever it's going to last. We had enough time to study each other. And this Saturday night will be a great, great fight.
Let's get some analysis on what we should expect then. Here's my colleague, Nathaniel Lato, who's always on the boxing beat.
High stakes indeed in this very big bout. And for me, Anthony Joshua needs to clear up that stamina conversation with this bout. Now, after going through as many as 13 sparring partners, 13 different sparring partners for this bout, it is expected that by now he should have toughened up well enough to take him beyond the 8th round into the championship rounds. It is a lot more of Anthony Joshua taking the fight to Alexander Usyk, because we saw the opposite in, the first installment of this bout. Anthony Joshua was doing a lot more of counter punching as against taking the fight to Alexander Usyk. Remember that Usyk is a southpaw, and southpaws are always sometimes difficult for orthodox boxers to handle.
Right, let's talk some more boxing. And back home, former WBO super bantamweight champion Isaac Jogbe says he's ready to face anyone in a bid to become world champion. Well, that includes Emmanuel Navarrete, who he lost to in his 2 professional career defeats. Remember that not long ago he managed to beat Joao Gonzalez via split decision in a title eliminator, and he says he's ready.
Okay, Isaac Jogbe is known by not picking and choosing. Whoever you bring, they bring to me on paper, I say, yes, why not? Let's go. That's my nature. I always love the challenge. I always want to fight the best out there. So whoever has a world title, that's where you see me. Be it Revagas, be it Navarrete, I'm sure that's what many of you are waiting to hear. But no problem. I'll tell you, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. However, there are rumors that he might be moving up, so that's also an option. So I don't know what's going to happen, whether the WBO is going to be vacant. But whoever they bring before me will fight.
Yeah, Manchester United are closing in on the signing of Real Madrid's midfielder Casemiro for 60 million euros, all right, plus 10 million euros in add-ons. We can get more on this story from the BBC Simon Stone.
My understanding is that Real have basically said if Casemiro wants to go, then he can. They won't stand in his way, but Manchester United will have to pay a fairly sizable fee for him. The attraction, I guess, for Casemiro, he's got 3 years left on his contract at Real. He's 30 now, and Manchester United are offering a deal which, with a contract extension or an automatic 1 year extension, would take him up to the age of 35. So there's clearly an attraction there. It's whether he wants to throw in the towel with Real Madrid, where he's won 5 Champions Leagues, and move to a club that is currently bottom of the Premier League.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's like a wheel, isn't it? Manchester United, transfer machine. Look, they play against Liverpool, and that's on Monday. Some respite, at least. That's all the problems. Chelsea up against Leeds this weekend. Tottenham Hotspur play against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Arsenal play against Bournemouth. Newcastle up against Manchester City in Spain. Real Madrid will visit Celta Vigo. Atletico Madrid will host Villarreal. Barcelona travel to Real Sociedad, and Sevilla play Valladolid. In France, Lyon up against Troyes. Nantes will play against Marseille, and Paris Saint-Germain play against Lille. International are up against Special. AC Milan will go to Atlanta. Sampdoria will play Juventus, and in Germany, Bayern Munich will play against VfL Bochum, and Dortmund will host Werder Bremen. That's it for the sport. Only for the sport. We're back with a huge discussion on Asamoah Gyan.
Yeah, that's coming up on our big stories. But enjoy your breakfast from Bank of Africa.
Yeah.
And then,
as close as a partner.
Oh my God! All right. But listen, you guys, you have to listen to this UPSA Law School Point of Law series again, right?
Okay.
Please.
When a female was temporarily unable to consent to sex, such as where the female was asleep or intoxicated, a person commits rape where he has carnal knowledge of her while she remains in the state of sleep or intoxication, and the female would not be deemed to have given her consent for the sexual act while in that state. And that's from Section 14A of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. That's today's UPSA Law School Point of Law series. I know a few questions come up.
It's not interesting. Now, how I understand consent is that you should both have the capacity and the freedom to make the choice. Your capacity is extremely limited if you are intoxicated. I hope you get the point.
Yeah.
And if you're asleep, it doesn't exist at all. So it cannot happen within that space.
Right.
And this one, I mean, Daryl cannot give excuses that merely because the person had drank something small. So the boys who deliberately take women to places, get them something to drink in the hopes that merely because she's drank something, she has given you consent. Please, it is not automatic. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In fact, there are cases in the UK where immediately the person it becomes too intoxicated. The ability to give consent is diminished, and whatever she says within that period cannot be taken serious. So don't get them drunk and go and be forcing them to say things for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Yeah, it's not. I'm told it's not only the alcohol they give them other things too.
They do some mixes.
Yeah, so let's go out. They go and sit somewhere, then you want to advance it. Please, you need to make sure that the person you are dealing with has the freedom and the capacity to make a clear-cut decision. And this is becoming a litigious society too. Many litigious societies, people are beginning to develop their own consent formula. They want a clear yes ahead of time. So sometimes they want clear yes even with evidence. So you text me, do you agree we'll do something tonight? Yeah. And that express one. And see, people should not also get it wrong. If you coerce somebody into doing it, if you basically say that if you don't do this, this will happen to you. That's not the freedom to make the choice.
Right. Yeah.
And that people should not forget about that. And the other parts too. But how about if you induce with cash?
Okay, well,
Which is the forte of rich people.
The Yoko boss talked about the fact that
evidence.
Apart from evidence, if it is not written, defined with punishments.
I see.
But listen, you mentioned you can give consent earlier, right?
Yes.
You can give an early consent, but we know we've learned and that consent can be withdrawn.
Yeah.
But just to wrap up, let me remind you again, since today is Friday. Here's our UPSA Law School Points of Law series, where a female was temporarily unable to consent to sex, such as where the female was asleep or intoxicated. A person commits rape where he has carnal knowledge of her while she remains in the state of sleep or intoxication, and the female will not be deemed to have given her consent for the sexual act while in that state. Section 14A of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. That's today's UPSA Law School Point of Law series. You've been told.
You've been warned.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so our social media messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and Top Choco. There's nothing tastier than Top Choco spread on bread and a hard cup of Top Choco 3-in-1 chocolate drink. Top Choco. It's chocolate. Now, here's a very important announcement from EcoBank. EcoBank wishes to inform all customers and the general public that some unscrupulous persons are making phone calls or sending messages and emails purporting to be from banks and assisting customers to upgrade their mobile banking apps. In the process, they request the PIN code of customers and defraud them. EcoBank customers are hereby cautioned that the only way to upgrade the EcoBank mobile app is to visit the App Store or Play Store. EcoBank will not make any phone call to request for your PIN code. Also, do not share your password, PIN, or OTP with anyone, whether remotely or face-to-face. Avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link, and report any suspicious SMS, email, phone call to the EcoBank Contact Center and delete such SMS or emails at once. If you're unsure or feel insecure, call EcoBank toll free on 0800 00 3225. In a minute, we will go for the business minutes.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it, you gon' enjoy it. In my rhyming check, in my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.